It's that time of the week again. Patreon Saturday with Kim D. We are breaking it all down. Okay, so Margaret's invited to Teresa's wedding. Margaret's liking stuff on Teresa's post. Teresa's speaking out to MTV. Apparently, new wedding invitations were sent out thanks to Ramona Singer. Teresa shading Melissa on Instagram with her new sister-in-laws. Melissa is shading her back. Kim got a call from Dolores yesterday. We got a lot to talk about real life with RHONJ. Also, we're going to break down. Kim has some feelings. There's some girls she doesn't like on RHOBH, and there's some girls she does like. We're going to talk about all that, this whole Crystal versus Sutton thing. Who thought we would be here 5 weeks in? And then we talk about Dubai. What does everyone think about Dubai? So here are some clips, and then head on over to Patreon, Real Life New Jersey, Beverly Hills recap, and Dubai.
I really can't.
This fucking Teresa just gives us stuff to talk about every week.
She does. In the meantime, Dolores was on, and she said that Teresa had to do a whole new invite and change. I guess she had to change the website and the code and sent it out to all the. Imagine.
I mean, look, I know you hate Teresa, and I know you
don't hate anyone.
Oh,
I don't hate.
Me.
I dislike her immensely. Oh, I dislike her immensely.
Dislike her immensely. Okay, immensely. Well, nobody's that mad at Ramona. I mean, this is a big deal thanks to fucking Ramona goddamn Singer.
I know. You can't write this shit.
Does she at least get disinvited from the wedding at that point?
No, she's invited, and guess what? We definitely know that Margaret's invited. And Margaret's been hitting likes on all Teresa's things. So, we don't know what's going on there, but maybe you could find out a little tidbit. Teresa will never forgive Margaret. But then again, here comes love and light. Luis, Margaret's a wonderful person. It's exactly what he said. He's given me life. Luis is just, when I get proven right all the time, I'm loving Luis right now. I'm loving him because he's just falling right into all our traps. Falling into the traps. But Dolores called me out of the blue yesterday. We talk about girl things. And I said, I got to give Paul kudos for the way he handled Frank Catania on the stage. Because I know that Dolores looked clearly upset and angry and Paul was so cool about it and about being called, a Buzz Lightyear or whatever. And I said, I give him credit. And I said, I'm going to make a prediction, Dolores. I predict you have a ring on your finger by Christmas. And I believe this guy's the real deal and he really cares for you because he don't need to take this crap. Paul is like a substantial man. He makes substantial money. There's not going to be these crazy stories coming out about him. He loves her animals. So that's my little prediction. And Dolores said, would you say that? Would you tell him that? I said, of course I would tell him that. So that's my feeling about what took place on the stage with Dolores and her ex-husband and Paulie. I have a good feeling about this man. I do. And it takes a lot for me to have a good feeling. So I wanted to throw that out there. Absolutely. And did you see Joe Giudice ask about the tall one? It was she's single and she is married. By the way, she is married.
You gotta love Joe Giudice.
He freaking cracks me up.
He's like, he don't
give two shits. He don't care. He is funny.
Teresa never answered, right?
Well, of course not. No, of course not. She's not going to answer. Okay, she is married, by the way.
You know what? Teresa should fucking help out Joe Giudice. Sorry. Find a woman for him. You
I
love
really
Juicy
don't know.
Joe. You love Juicy
I like Juicy
Joe.
Joe. He was always respectful of me. He was a good guy. I knew he was cheating, but that's not wasn't my place at the time to say anything until we became frenemies, and then I let it rip. But yeah, he's fine. He was fine. God only knows the dresses Teresa's going to pick out. Melissa can come in rocking her own dress and her own outfit and enjoying the whole thing and not have to stand there and be a phony with all those crazy pictures. Could you imagine the pictures that Teresa's going to be making these people take? Oh my God. I'm exhausted thinking about it. Exhausted. Like I said, Luis is our golden ticket, by the way. He's prime. He's you gotta love Luis.
Think about it.
Yeah, I watched Beverly Hills. It's kind of a snooze fest. Oh God. And I saw Crystal on Andy Cohen. I really don't like her. No. I'm Team Sutton. Yeah, I'm Team Sutton. Come on, stop with this baloney. And then Crystal on Andy. Oh, there's still more to the story about, the leading to acting like it was a racist comment or something. Like, just stop it, girl. Go sit down, little girl. And in the meantime, you want to know another prediction I'm going to make? This girl cries over everything, right? She cries because she's violated. She cries because people don't see color. And she thinks who she is. Like, she really thinks like, oh, all my friends are powerful and all that. Shut up and sit down. And leading to another one, your other girlfriend, whatever her name is,
Diana.
the new one, Diana, I don't shop. I don't go to stores. I don't do this. Sending her people into the hotel first to set things up and make sure everything's okay. OMG. And not for nothing. I don't care who's been picking out those clothes. Gag me. I do not like any of her clothes. None of them. None of them.
Okay. I got some things to say.
Go ahead, Dave. It's all yours. That's not my cup of tea, having to worry about what words I use. If I walked in on you, God forbid, and you weren't, just shut up. Take a seat. Take a seat. And I watched her dogs again, and they were eating off everybody's plate to remind me so much of my dogs because they're such a pain in the ass. But like, part of her is just really a cool girl. You know what I mean? Because her love for her animals, her love for her children. There's certain things I'm not crazy about. But all in all, when you look at her real character, about how she is with animals, she's the real deal. She clearly is. She's got some character, and she must be deep down a good person. She's letting the dogs roam all over the house. And I like that. Like, I just think that's cool. God only knows how fabulous her house is. And the dogs are just roaming all around, and they're making mistakes here and there. So I like that shit. I like that. Rinna and Dorit are true friends. Most of these franchises, these girls are really not.
And New Jersey. Erika. Erika's
On New Jersey, no, none of them are really great friends. I'm sorry. I don't believe any of them are great friends. Okay?
Margaret and Jackie.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give them 2. All right, good. They're friends. Other than that, no.
Erika, I will say it again. I think Erika Jayne is just eating her popcorn this season.
No, she's great.
Well, that's not what she's saying about it. She's basically calling you a racist.
I know. So that's exactly. She pulled it right out because that's the truth. That is what she's calling her.
And I have to, kudos to Erika because let's cut through the bullshit. That is what.
Right. The elephant in the room was the racist word. Ayan Chanel. Okay. First of all, when I first watched the show, I'm like, oh my God, who does this one think she is? And she's just, now I know who she thinks she is. I love her. When she was on Andy Cohen, she was number 1, said she was jet lagged and drunk. She cracked me up. Her boobs kept falling out of her dress. He goes, you're dressed like a reunion. She had a gold gown on with the gloves to match, and they were real low cut. She says that her boobs are at 6 o'clock. They're perfect. That's how she got her husband. She was so sharp, even though she said she was jet lagged and drunk. He was asking her questions like, say negative, say positive at all. Her stuff is on point. Her answers are on point. She's a sharp girl. You're fabulous. I just think she's fabulous. And Crystal was on with her, couldn't shine her shoes. And all Crystal was doing was rolling her eyes and acting, stupid and just talking shit. But, Chanel was great. She was great. I really love her. So I will be watching more of Dubai. Oh, and she was shading Carolyn and her boy. She was like her boy. Them. Yeah, boy toy. He's not my taste, but she said she brought hens. She brought baby hens and gave it to Andy. And he goes, they're going to go right back where they came from. And she cracked up.
I know. Well, we're about to talk a lot more about that. We talk about more stuff with Jersey in the real world. Kim's call with Dolores details, plus more about Beverly Hills and Dubai. Head on over to Patreon. Have a great Saturday. Hopefully you're having some coffee and or wine. Enjoy.